Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We're gonna have to pay the piper at some point. We went up to 24 wins. If you're wondering what happened in between this episode and the last episode, there was an NLSS. You can go back and watch Monday, December 29th, 2014's NLSS, and you can see win 23, although now you know what's gonna happen to it. I need a second save file so we don't have to risk it. No Lost. That is not gonna be the Lost, it's gonna be AZAZEL. We had AZAZEL like 7 or 8 runs ago, but this is fairly nice. It feels good. JLZC 9T3N. We are extremely lucky that over the course of this whole thing, this whole mixed up crazy streak that we've got going on, we've only randomed the Lost once. He should drop exactly the same pill, right? No? Alright. I like a range upgrade on AZAZEL. It actually does work. In our last AZAZEL run, we did find out that unfortunately, Minimush is actually like a tiers downgrade. Not a tiers downgrade, sorry, a range downgrade when you're playing as AZAZEL. And Illuke, you know, the mod of the Isaac subreddit, was nice enough to explain to me how the heck that even happened. I don't like paralysis here. Apparently, Minimush doesn't actually make your range higher. I hate first floor envy. It makes your tier height higher. I didn't even know that was a stat, but it makes your tier height higher, which makes it travel further because it takes longer for tier height to equal 0, where it like smashes into the ground, I guess. That's conjecture on my part. But tier height doesn't mean anything when you're playing as AZAZEL, which causes your range to actually go down because you get smaller. That's some bullshit. But, you know, it is what it is. We gotta deal with it. Now that we have this Spirit Heart, I feel a little bit more comfortable coming back here and opening these up, seeing if we can maybe pick up something. We got some pills. One of them is health up. One of them is puberty. Well worth it, I'd say. Alright, it's a very good start so far. You know, AZAZEL is not a one run, but it doesn't take very much. Which feels good, because, you know, the last run that we had as Blue Baby was relatively easy. But the run that we had on the stream, there were some times when I was like, oh shit. Like, I know I should be doing all the runs on camera, but I don't want to play on my second save file. My second save file kind of sucks. I'm gonna see if, there must be a library down there. Like, my second save file only has Mom's Heart unlocked, which sucks. So, I was like, I'll just do it and I'll probably win, but if we lose, there'll be hell to pay. Satanic Bible, obviously great, but we're gonna take Book of Belial for the guaranteed deal with the devil chance. We're gonna make sure that we get all this stuff knocked out. Satanic Bible Satanic Bible plus AZAZEL is probably a one run, but I think Book of Belial plus AZAZEL is probably a one run as well, and maybe even a little bit more of an exciting win, so I'm all for that. Now, secret room location is fixed now, which means we might be able to find it more easily on first floors, I should say, and then of course I go and totally botch it. That's okay. Going up against Dingle. Alright, put your money where your mouth is. Normally, one of the best things you can do to preserve your health against Dingle is just stay the hell out of his way. We gotta get right up in his grill, but that's okay, very easy. This is a good starter kit for us, basically. Red patch, decent trinket, Emperor card. Fool card's a little bit better for us than Emperor card, I think, because we can teleport away from the boss rush room, and let's be honest, we're AZAZEL. We're probably gonna try to do boss rush. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this. By the way, I should point out, just because we don't random the Lost doesn't mean we can't lose. I keep saying, you know, we're going to have to pay the piper at some point, as if this is just like a... Hey, one of those was an HP downgrade then. As if this is just like a random number generator, and it's like, well, we'll see how many spins we can do before it lands on the Lost, and oh, look, you know, we flipped a coin and it landed this way like 5 times in a row. How amazing is that? We could lose as any character in the game. And although it seems like winning is coming fairly easy for us, all it takes is, you know, one slip up in a really inopportune moment, and that can really send it all crashing down. So, a streak is not necessarily a testament to great play, consistent, or great play like, you know, amazing dodges or something like that, as it is, I think, a testament to relatively consistent play. This is actually absurd that we continue to get Monstro on every single second floor. It happened on the last run as well. Alright, this is where we set the tone. Pageant Boy is relatively meaningless. Guppy's Paw. So we'll take Guppy's Paw, because why wouldn't we take Guppy's Paw at this point? And might as well pop that, you know, run exclusively on these for now. Seems pretty good. 1/3 of the way to becoming Guppy. I would like to become Guppy, of course. If we don't become Guppy, I'm not going to feel too bad about that HP. We at least got 3 Spirit Hearts out of it. It's basically like roughly the same deal as I thought Ceremonial Robes was, before I realized that Ceremonial Robes was a damage upgrade. Oh my god, Super Bandage, so good. And we're not going to use Guppy's Paw again, because now we have full HP anyway, but we will probably just bounce, although with the amount of keys we have, maybe we want to take a quick look and see if Yeah, we can get into that, and that might give us enough money to get into our shop, or it might just give us more keys, but we'll use a bomb here instead. 4 minutes. There's no rush necessarily. I'll pick up the broken stopwatch, though. A broken stopwatch is still right twice a day, although this one appears to be missing its clock face, which makes it a little bit more useless, although, no it doesn't. What am I talking about? A broken watch is still useless. I'm misinterpreting the phrase. A broken watch is right twice a day. That doesn't mean it's useful. If you know that it's the right time, then you must have some other second watch, you know, hiding in the bushes somewhere that's teaching you the correct proper time. That's my mistake. That feels really bad because, you know, as you'll know if you've listened religiously to these episodes, the only superpower which I consider myself to have is an inhuman amount of calibration, proper calibration for what time it is. A good internal clock. Like, for example, I'm so good at it that I can even tell what time it is for you right now. So I'm going to just look at this and, okay. Focus in on your clock. I said clock. And I'm going to tell you what time it is where you are. Where you live, it is 9:08 a.m. Was I right? I did that because I know it's going to freak some of you out. Because just due to the amount of people that watch the videos, probably for some of you, it's 9:08 a.m. And that probably messed with your whole life. Now you're going to be thinking you're the plot of some kind of major conspiracy or something like that. I apologize. Shouldn't have freaked you out like that. It's like I always try to throw real names into things because, you know, there's some people out there that actually have those names. So I'll be like, hey, Joe, stop playing with yourself right now. And then somebody in the comments will be like, whoa, my name's Joe and I was playing with myself. How weird is that? We're going to take the starter deck here. Empress. Fool card. Hey, it's all right. Already found this. We're going to get deals with the devil nonstop. Thank you, Infamy, because I apparently lost all ability to dodge during that. I can't see my HP, but I think I have 1 red heart, so that'll come into play when it comes to our deal with the devil here. I wanted to pop the Empress card because it's going to help us do a little extra damage. Normally, you'd like to save it for as late in the game as possible, but Mega Fatty is actually, like, pretty annoying, so I don't mind doing this, especially with high range. Now we have 2 HP. 2 HP, we will absolutely pick up Gimpy. I'm just gonna close this window that I got going on in the background here. That might cause Isaac to lag for a second. Yeah, just don't worry about it too much. Alright, have not been to our item room. So much time left. We might as well take a battery charge, I guess. This is, you know, I don't want to say it yet, but I do hesitate to think that this is anything but a 1 run at this point. Doing very well on HP. We're AZAZEL. We've got a good amount of Spirit Hearts backing us up as well. Good spacebar item that gives us huge potential upside for the rest of the game. Starter deck's actually pretty okay as well. I mean, it gets rid of pills, and pills have been pretty good for us, but Flush. I think Flush is a situationally good item that is bad most of the time, if you have something else, so I'm going to ignore this for now. I think Flush kind of ranks like... I guess we should try right here. Kind of ranks like the Boomerang, unless, I wonder if this could even be it. No. The bomb was placed weirdly there too. It was like behind the fire or something, but anyway, it's like Boomerang, you know, if you have any other options, you probably want to take those over Flush or the Boomerang, but there are some that are still worse. Like, I would probably rather have Flush. My punching bag used to be Lemon Mishap, but now Lemon Mishap's not super terrible. The Sun and the Emperor. Let's use the Emperor first. Now we have the Sun card. I accidentally got rid of the Fool card. Well, actually, we could have used the Emperor. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We'll go back in for the Fool card. For now, I figured, why not just get this deal with the devil as soon as possible? If we wanted to steamroll the game, we certainly could steamroll the game here, but I'm not in the interest of trying to set up, like, a super fast win. I'm in the interest of trying to win super consistently. Alright, well, I don't want that. I don't know why I pick it up, as if, like, oh, I don't want Krampus's head to show up again. If I fight Krampus again, I don't want it to show up. It never happens. You don't have to worry about it. Ah, okay. This is one of the few things that will make me get rid of Book of Belial. And it's going to make for a very exciting kind of run here. If I could get 9 volt as well, that'd be so good. So Book of Belial, oh, thank you. Book of Belial might literally be better, but this is more exciting. So pretty much all we're going to have to do is walk into whatever room we want to walk into. Sure, we'll take this. I mean, PhD is kind of meaningless for us now anyway. We got Magic Scab for a bigger luck upgrade. I guess we might as well do this. Yes. This is the first time I've had Tammy's head on AZAZEL, actually, so this is pretty exciting. All we're gonna have to do is walk into rooms, and by walking into those rooms, as long as we get relatively close to the enemies, they will both die. Although I took damage in the process, they're trying to get right up in their grill. None of these rooms have really been good examples yet. Oh, this could be solid, though. That was alright. I'll live with it. I prefer it if for no other reason than it's just very silly. And even as I'm trying to win here, I like to, you know, adhere to a little bit of silliness if it's at all possible. Gotta watch out for these enemies that are gonna, you know, kind of explode in our face. Now if we could just get, like, real brimstone or a lot of range upgrades, that would be awesome as well. Sure, that's extra HP for basically no cost. I'll accept it. Admittedly, it's not quite clearing every enemy yet, but it's fun enough that I don't care. We will check this out. Don't reroll everything. Good. 2 keys for a dime is not really a trade that I love, but it's a trade that I'll take. I do think the Fool card is totally worth it. And I'll call it. This is a 1-run. Still losable, but, you know, 95% confidence this will end up being a win, all things considered. Ooh, don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep either, because I'd miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to go to that other double key room. Like, you've already milked me for 2 keys for a dime. I'm not that interested in keeping the milk train going here. Choo-choo. We're delivering, you know, chocolate milk to hungry school kids. I don't know why that phrase sounds so disgusting. Chocolate milk to hungry school kids. It's a real thing, but it comes across wrong. Alright, these guys are, like, pretty quick now. It's alright. Okay, maybe it's not alright. Hard to react to these guys in, like, 10 times real time. Tarot cards. We do have starter decks, so there's, like, some value in here, but not enough. I just used 2 of Hearts by accident, which is great. If you're going to use one of those cards that we had by accident, 2 of Hearts is the one that you want to waste. Sweet. Let's check here for a secret room. Looks good. Alrighty, then. Instead, we're just going to move along, then. Goodbye, Book of Belial. It's been fun. I understand you, Book of Belial. I like you. And I don't like that with Tammy's head. We still have to get very close to enemies because AZAZEL's range is so bad. But it's still a cooler option for us, and I think it's going to nuke bosses down super, super quickly. So what is the most annoying wave here? If we can't come up with a good answer, we should probably just use it on the last wave. Hopefully we continue to get deals with the devil, by the way. Like, that's what I'm going to miss most out of our Book of Belial absence. And am I going to go chest or dark room? Honestly, our run is, like, more than strong enough to do dark room. Does this affect our brimstone shot? No. If it did, I might have taken it, but, ooh, that was pretty good. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, this run is strong enough to do dark room, but I'd rather do chest for, like, the sweet synergies that we can get. So the mark is, like, a totally fine pickup for us here. We're going to do some more exploration because as much as I would love to steamroll the game as quickly as possible, I think it's also important for us to experience everything that the floor has to offer, especially when we've got 50 cents and enough keys to open up our own key shop, although we'd go out of business pretty quickly. People would be like, hey, can I get some keys cut? And we'd be like, no, sorry. Somebody took the 3 that we started with. Mostly, like, I want to keep fishing for, like, great synergies. Because as of right now, we don't really have them. I mean, the great synergy we have is Tammy's head plus AZAZEL, but it would be nice to get, like, Tammy's head, AZAZEL, Spoonbender, Tammy's head, AZAZEL, actual brimstone for better range or something like that. But as is, it's pretty potent. The only downside is that we do have to get right up in their grill to do some actual damage. But if we move quickly, that doesn't seem to matter all that much. I don't think we got much risk of disaster going on here, but I do, you know, I find myself taking a little bit more damage than I'd like to because I gotta get, oh, that won't do anything. But it might, on our actual shots, it might do something. But on Tammy's head, it's not gonna do anything, I think, as much as I would like it to. I'm sorry, Greed. I don't even want this money at this point. But Northern Line, what if you get, oh, that was not a good use of that there. What if you get money equals power? We're going to get 99 cents anyway, like by accident, so we don't need to worry about it too much. Perthrow. Perthrow rune is change. You know what? Let's get rid of the sun card to take a reroll with us instead. A lot of people are going to kind of poo-poo that decision, but I think our odds of dying are not very good. And we don't have anything else that we want to re-roll. Oh, there is something. No, that's a trinket. Bad use of a key, obviously. I may end up regretting this, but I don't think I'm going to regret it too hard, so I'm not too worried about it. 12 minutes, more than enough time to get into our boss rush room. The boss rush room is like my worst nightmare at this point, because we don't get recharging Tammy's head. Yeah, we're good. We don't get recharging Tammy's head. I should have used the sun card so I could find the secret room, but that's okay. If we had recharging Tammy's head via a, 9 volts, I don't think AAA battery would do it, and that would be awesome, but as of yet, we don't have that. And we don't need to rush on this floor. No more than usual, anyway. I do appreciate having infamy. Their Loki's Horns does work for us occasionally. I don't think it will with Tammy's head, which is unfortunate. I don't even know how that would work, but it would be nice if it did. Those are the real assholes, man. Enemies that freaking explode after they die hardly seems fair, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like our secret room is going to be adjacent to that boss trap room. Otherwise, I would maybe make the effort to go in there. No other consumables in there. We did get back to the HP cap. Feels good. You guys are screwed. Doesn't matter how fast you're going. You guys are very slightly less screwed. The peeper. Gotta be careful with Curse of the Blind. We actually are going to have Curse of the Blind for our boss rush room. That sucks, man. Because we could accidentally pick up soy milk. Like, conceivably. That's a little scary, actually. I think I may... I don't know. Well, that's cool. 2 of clubs. We just bought 11 bombs for 5 cents. I'd say it's a pretty good deal. Steam sale. Alright. I mean, there's worse things you could buy, I suppose. And we're already done with this, so we might as well just fight our boss right away. That's pretty great. We got 3 spirit arts for that. This is the Polaroid. I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. Little Chad. You know, it could be better, of course, but I can't be too salty about that situation considering what we went in there with. We got Little Chad. Little Chad might actually end up helping us. At least I didn't pick up Epic Fetus or something like that, which would have just annoyed me. Or at least I didn't pick up something that ruined our run. That would also be pretty terrible. Alright, so we're going down to the next floor. There is a tinted rock. Let's see if we get small rock in there. We don't. We actually get bombs and keys, but that's pretty useful for us. Down to the next floor. So if I'd known that that Fool card was just going to give us Little Chad, I probably wouldn't have been too stoked for it. But hey, you know, we didn't have any knowledge that that was going to happen. What can we do? At least I still took the risk. A lot of people, that's probably more than a lot of people can say. Let's put it that way. Play that a couple times. Maybe just once. Looking for red chests, because we did take Guppy's Paw. But at the same time, that's something that I doubt is going to be in the cards for us. We don't need to become Guppy on this run. We already got the best cat item for us, Tammy's head. I have to imagine that we'll probably be done this run within like the next 8 or 9 minutes at most. Big rooms are still a little bit of a problem for me, but it helps that we have broken stopwatch. I don't get the regular stopwatch as much as I would like, unfortunately. And I would like it very much. Especially if we could actually get that on a lost run. That would be the ultimate, like, goal for me on this streak. Is to also, like, not only have the streak that goes on long term. It's not going to last forever. Eventually it's got to end. But to have a streak that contains a lost victory as, like, the 10th win or something like that. Or, well, in this case it would be like our 25th win. That would be pretty awesome. That would be a feather that I could wear in my cap. But it's going to be the kind of thing, you know, the reason it's a feather in your cap is because it's extremely hard to pull off. I'm not trying to be cocky. I have not done it. There was that one where I was playing as the Lost and didn't even realize I was on normal mode. I think I just must have toggled down the difficulty by accident while I was like looking through characters, which is a pretty stupid way for that to happen. And I just looked. Yes, we are on hard mode here. I'll be paranoid about it forever now, which is good. Hopefully that gives us a lower chance for that to happen again. Turns out, Tammy's Head Azazel is a pretty sweet combination. It's no Tammy's Head Brimstone, but I'm giving up that dream a little bit. Oh, you poor bastards. Like, even our individual tiers are awesome. But it never hurt to have a little something extra. Hopefully this is the boss room. It is indeed. Who is in trouble? The bloat's in trouble. Man, this is actually even better against bosses than it is against normal enemies. Range upgrade, you could get Perthrode, but the shovel's gonna get Perthrode. Into death sights. I'm gonna take it for the damage. The penetrative tiers obviously mean nothing. We might as well take the range upgrade, actually. That's pretty good. Sort of. But we might as well, I like Death's Touch because of the extra damage upgrades that we get out of it. I think that'll work for us anyway. Need Demon Judgment in here? Nope. A little bit of money, but we unlikely to need that. Unlikely to need that either. HP honestly seems fine to me. Could go to our boss rush room if I wanted to go down that road. This guy's going to explode. Our range is actually fairly solid. He did not explode either. It's getting better anyway. And we don't want to use the AWAS rune, except we could use it to maybe see if we get a black market. Nope, that is just a ticket straight down. That's alright, though. One Spirit Heart pays for us coming in here, and then that's going to keep us a little bit higher as well. Good stuff. I took the Polaroid, so we are going to the chest. Not because I didn't want to risk it, but because of the synergies that we can get as a result. You gotta believe me. If we accidentally went down here, I'd be so mad. We wouldn't lose the run, I would just feel like an asshole. Justice. Good enough to take right now. Okay, 3 extra bombs. Gotta just, in that area, you just gotta have confidence. You gotta have confidence that your brimstone shots are gonna destroy everything as you walk up. And I mean, that's not a lot of confidence to have because they do so much damage, but if the enemies don't die, you can end up eating a little bit of shit. Just the slightest bit of shit eating there. I got a little bit of a shit eating grin on my face because this run, I mean, from the time that I ran into AZAZEL, I was like, we're probably in a pretty good spot, and this is indeed a pretty good spot. I'm liking it. Too bad our spacebar item is not conducive to really using batteries effectively, but no big deal. I'm very sorry about that dingle. I'm very sorry about this dingle. Mom's heart, I bet we can kill her before things get tricky at all. Alright, we're going up to the cathedral. Because we have this secret weapon that we can use every single room, I think we've got, like, basically no risk. And the real value in this against bosses is basically just being able to walk up to any boss and hit them with, like, 4 different brimstone lasers at the same time, if I'm close enough. I don't see a tinted rock there. Could be wrong. Often am. We're close enough to the HP cap that I don't think it matters that much. We're definitely not getting rid of our monkey's paw right now. It's a little while to charge up, actually. Okay, come at me. There we go. We do get a little weaker, well, a lot weaker, after we use our Tammy's Head charge, but it didn't really matter right there, as you can see. Alright, still no Guppy items. We're gonna have to give up the Guppy Dream, but that's okay. And we do have to be a little careful. We only have 1 life. Get these guys, like, all in a row here, and then, yeah, there we go. We only have 1 life, so, I mean, I'm not concerned right now, but if we start taking some damage and not replenishing our HP, like that was not very smart, I could start to get a little concerned. Still, like, very, very optimistic for now, but the concern, it creeps in a little bit, because the chest is, it's a long floor, you know. Probably should just pop Tammy's Head right away to make the room a little easier, but this is, like, these rooms will counter Tammy's Head pretty hard, I guess. I don't want to go to any of these big rooms if we can avoid it. We cannot avoid it. Long room might be a little easier. Bunch of super greeds, and there's our boss room. Excellent. And the sun card. Helpful. And now I don't feel so bad about that one that we got rid of earlier. Didn't quite die. That was not a very good play on my part. I'm surprised he didn't die, though. Oh, man, it would be so awesome if we could get, well, first off, we have Broken Stopwatch working for us, so that's amazing. But it would be so awesome if we could get, oh, shit. If we could get, Nun's Habit, so that when this happened again, I would just be able to use Tammy's Head a second time. This is a little risky, actually. Are you starting to get a little worried? I'm starting to get just the slightest bit worried. Don't blow it in this situation. Just give me some good stuff. We got no left hand here. That's okay. That might be awesome. I don't think I want to take any of these, really. Isaac's Tears, how do these work? I don't think that's going to be as good as Tammy's Head, but we can afford to try it out on a room. No. Even though it charges quite quickly, I don't think it's worth using. So I think what we're probably going to do is use, oh god, We're probably going to use the Sun card, not as full health, but rather to give us the lowdown on where to go on this floor. Okay, so I think we want Mom's Perfume and then nothing else. Might as well take 2 spiders with us. Tech 0.5, I'm not touching. It might be amazing, but it might totally screw me. Okay, we have to do this big room. That's bad. And I am starting to get a little concerned. Don't let the streak end on an Azazel run. One of you must die. Okay, I hate when Mega Fatty gets scared, actually. Makes it a little bit more difficult to predict where the shots are going to land. Good stuff. If you had told me that this run would be the one that gets harrowing, I would be like, what are you talking about? You are correct, though. Well, we're going to go this way anyway. This is fine. Okay, so don't blow it. These guys are very slow. I was going to say, no reason for me to take damage there. Just take it slow. These rooms are easy, and they make you wonder how we could possibly lose this run, but there's a loss built in here. It's tough to see, but it does exist. All we have to do is make sure it doesn't become reality. Rainbow Baby is not going to help too much, but it's the thought that counts, I suppose. This is a very easy room for the kind of setup that we've got going on. If we could have this much HP when we fought Blue Baby, I would love it. I think that's a little bit optimistic, though. Yep. For that reason. Okay, we can fly. Don't need to worry about creep. We can fly. I don't like when enemies that are normally predictable are afraid. It makes them unpredictable. I'm smelling so much goddamn irony, because I was always like, yeah, Azazel's range is a real problem. Yeah, like, as sarcastically, you know? And now I'm like, shit, dude, am I gonna get killed by Azazel's fucking range? I certainly hope not. That would make me feel not very good. Like, even a single Spirit Heart drop would really raise my spirits right now, I'll tell you that much. If we go into this with 4 HP... Oh, I love you. If we go into this with 4 or 5 HP, I would feel awesome. Don't let Dingle take you out here. Okay, Dingle, it should be easy enough. Good stuff. Don't get hit by these guys, of course. And then we'll just finish the job against Blue Baby. It should be a very easy win. Good. We did about half of his HP. Whereas Azazel, we can get hit like 5, maybe more times than that because of Infamy's great work here. I appreciate you. You smart, you loyal, and all that. A little scary. Just gotta land a couple more good uns. It's the flies, dog. Okay, I think we're fine, but I'll admit that I got a little anxious at times there. I got a little nervous. Blue Baby appears to be nearly dead. Not before he summoned 100,000 fucking flies to ruin my life. Look, that could have gone a lot better, but we did still win. And that's going to get down there as our 25th win. Quarter century. Feels good. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.